Welcome to this episode of the FANMEN podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Another week in the bunker gone by.
This sucks.
Have you come out of the bunker at all, Sean?
I have not even gone. I think I went to get mail once and took out the trash. Okay, so I have had fresh air.
You went to the end of the driveway.
Yeah, that's it. It's been.
Nice.
It will be. I'm 48 hours short of 2 weeks since I left the house.
The great
Taking
adventure
time away
of
from
2020.
Yeah.
The great expedition of 2020.
You were able to peel yourself away from the Ma Bell call center there? You're just working the board?
This is. I'm trying out a new mic. Hopefully, it doesn't sound too crazy. This way, I can do my Britney dance moves.
I think I saw them in black and white photos.
This is part of me building up my Sherry cosplay for the next Four Color Demons get together.
Nice.
I'll have a number 5 with a Coke, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Fingers crossed that June happens.
Yeah. That's.
Oh, is that for the ant thing? The CBA
yeah,
thing?
that's the 10-year anniversary of Tell 'em Steve Dave. That's
Back at
I got my stuff on. Yeah, back at the Paramount. I mean, it's really it's tough to avoid talking about it. It really does feel like we could be, in this for longer than ideal, and a number of those upcoming events are threatened.
There's talk that the NFL season's threatened.
Yeah,
I know, which is crazy. That's September.
Yeah, it's.
I'm okay with that. Cancel baseball, cancel football. Mookie signs back, and Tom never plays it down. I'm good.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's
that would be the only silver lining here.
I mean, you can't rule anything out at this point. It's.
Well, they already said with baseball, they came into agreement with the players. They told the players, "You're not getting all your money this year. It's not happening."
Yeah.
And the owners caved, and service years count this year. So Mookie,
they had to give something back.
Yeah, and they had to give the service years. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't say we're not paying you and we're not giving you anything. You just
Yeah.
Chris, I really like your background. It makes me wish that I had what you have.
Tito's.
Yep, Tito's.
Tito's.
I have
I'm gonna move my mic. This is driving me nuts.
It's been a long week.
I have my Batman FANMEN water.
Bat Tito's? Not Bat Tito's.
Bat Tito's. While we're criticizing my call center appearance and attire, let's point out what's on DJ's chest. Do you recognize that, Chris?
A handsome man.
It is.
That is just a good-looking fellow right there.
That is the Chris Davis, another Photoshop from FANMEN favorite Stephen
as
Chris.
the $1 Million Man.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yep. One of the fine Chris Davis T-shirts you can get at TeePublic on the FANMEN TeePublic site. You would like your 50 cents? Please buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
We get that much?
No, DJ gets
I need to
that
renegotiate.
much. We don't get shit.
Holy shit. You're using my image and my likeness.
While we're talking about Stephen Chris, I do want to shout him out again. He just did. I don't know if you guys saw a few days ago. He did an acoustic version of Shecky Don't Like It and put it up. With the 4 squared. Yeah.
Shecky Don't Like It in 4 parts.
Yeah, it really turned out
cool.
great. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find some inspiration and time to do something creative. I don't know what it will be yet. Something.
I have no time.
Yeah, you're working your ass off. So am
I'm
I.
getting killed. Yeah.
I should probably have time starting up since it seems like the rest of New York is shut down now.
Yeah.
Construction, everything's done, so.
Yeah. Did you see fucking, was it Staten Island the other day? Yesterday, I think it was?
No.
There's like 1 million people on the street because it was nice out. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? They're all at the park and stuff. I was like, what are you guys doing? What the hell?
Infection celebration.
They can't be at the park. They shut that down last weekend after they did it. People are posting a lot of bogus videos.
Oh, yeah.
This
Careful of the interwebs.
No, this was like New York News or something like that. One of the news stations.
Cuomo
Helicopter
lost
footage.
his shit last weekend. They could have gone out. They're starting to use. You're a half step away from martial law.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're starting to. So now they're at the point where they're taking down all the backboards on the basketball courts in New York.
Which is awful. Yeah, but
People will go if you don't do it, though.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
can't walk these. There's no doors on these fences.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. How about something better? DJ, you mentioned something earlier about Fat Man on Batman. I
Yeah,
missed the latest episode.
That's not better though. That's getting into the sad stuff. So
Oh,
the only good thing I have that came out, and you guys probably don't care, but Hasbro
I
decided
knew you
to
were going here.
it's the only good thing that's happened. Hasbro dropped a little early tease of the next G.I. Joe Classified Sections figure, and they're bringing Destro. So the first Cobra member is now coming to the Classified line. He's breathtaking. He's absolutely gorgeous. He might be better looking than Snake Eyes.
Unfortunately for DJ, he's going to have to order it through Amazon because GameStop and all of the stores will be shut down.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Hasbro Pulse. Yeah, just get it from Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, there you go.
The thing shows up mint. You know you're going to get it in good shape.
Mm.
But you're correct. Means nothing to me.
No, I know. But I see, like, there's nothing else out there. There's been no movie trailers, no commitment on like release dates for like Black Widow and things like that. No, nothing.
I have seen a number of movies have come out very, very quickly into digital. Somebody told me yesterday that what was it? Harley Quinn came out, and what was the other one? And Bloodshot.
Bloodshot
on
came out.
iTunes beginning of the week.
Yeah,
Some of those are out there.
I haven't seen either of them yet. But Bloodshot, we had a chance to go to a screening and made the wise decision to not.
Yeah. It was right when all this was about to break loose, so we didn't go.
Which
You
is
guys
a
would
tough
have been
decision.
way safer than me. I was actually in New York that night. So.
This is true.
I was at JFK.
Notice we're avoiding you like crazy, Chris. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you think this is your choice? That's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
This is my ideal situation.
Yeah, I know.
Come to my desk, I drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there has not been a lot of There's been a lot of news of the stuff we talk about. TV shows are kind of in flux because they can't work on them.
No.
Movies, no one knows what the fuck's going on.
They've started holding episodes. So episodes of The Flash that are in the can,
Yeah.
they've just scrapped. They're throwing repeats and other stuff up there now, so they
to
don't
try to
burn through everything.
Stretch seasons out. Yeah,
Exactly.
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
And I
Especially
mean, they're
like, was
going
it-
back to episodes that were only a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because LA's like on lockdown till into May now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they announced it, I mean, he didn't screw around. He went 8 weeks
No.
immediately.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. In theory, we all should be having a lot more time to consume stuff, but I really haven't. As a family, I think I mentioned last time, we've been watching The Good Place, and that's been really fun. But I mean, we're already more than halfway through the entire season or series, which means I'm gonna have to figure something else out after that. Ozark just dropped 10 episodes, boom, over the last couple days. Dying DJ. Beep.
We're still like a month away from getting Billions, too.
Oh yes, yeah. So we'll have to
I need
finish
Bobby.
Ozark before that because Billions will be consumed.
Yeah.
I need to finish Outsider first.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
almost
tried
done
that,
with
yeah.
that.
2 more.
We started Umbrella Academy because we were behind on that. We just
Oh, yeah,
haven't
I
got
haven't
around
seen
to it.
that. That
So
Yep.
We'll have to talk about that soon.
that's pretty nuts.
Did you?
Have you watched it, Sean?
I haven't yet, but did you
It's
guys
bonkers.
see?
It's good.
What was the Deadly Class?
Deadly Class was...
Yeah. it was
I
good.
was so pissed
Yeah.
that they canceled that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit better than Umbrella Academy.
I don't know anything about Umbrella Academy, so
You don't need
other
to.
than it's
You don't...
good.
No, you
Yeah.
can dive right in. I had
Yeah,
no
it's-
background in it.
But I gotta see
it's a
Watchmen
cool concept.
first. I haven't seen Watchmen. So
Watchmen is
yeah.
fucking stunning.
Yeah,
It is
you were just finishing
so-
it, right?
I finished it this morning, actually.
Yeah.
It is
You guys
so,
watch The
so
Boys?
good. I did watch
Oh.
The Boys.
I haven't.
The
I
Boys
enjoyed
was-
that.
Yeah.
That was friggin' nuts. That show was
It's-
awesome.
I'm telling. I got no time to watch anything.
Sean, I'll tell you, episode 6 of The Watchmen
Yeah.
is a top 3 episode of television all time for me.
Wow.
It is that good.
Wow.
I went back and watched it multiple times.
So question then
Yes.
is The Watchmen something that you think Jen will watch with me and have any tolerance of?
I know. I'm trying to put the Gen filter on it. I know lots of people that have no background in The Watchmen.
Yeah.
That absolutely love the show.
Mm-hmm.
I also know your wife has a tolerance about that long before she says, "I'm bored. This is stupid. I'm gone."
Ow.
So I think
it's a slow burn to start too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the two of you will absolutely love it. It is amazing.
All right.
It could go either way, but it is so satisfying in the end.
No.
They wrap it all up. You don't need another season.
Maybe I'll watch that next. I've been watching Picard, so I got a couple episodes on that.
And
I'm
now we
loving
all
it.
can. They just gave it away for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's fantastic. And
Yep.
then I guess I have more time. I still haven't made it to Crisis. I just haven't been watching anything by myself. I haven't had any personal TV time. I've been working.
Yeah, see, the CW shows tend to be the ones that we watch together as a family.
Yeah.
Harley, like a sitcom, does nothing for her. We've tried, but you put them in tights, she's in.
We haven't really been watching a lot of shows. I mean, we're doing we do the Umbrella Academies during dinner, but we all have Animal Crossing, so that's been that's been the time passers. Animal Crossing for the Switch.
I saw you put the FANMEN logo on the back. That was cool.
Yeah, maybe I got a hoodie I made for my guy with a little FANMEN logo on it, and I'm working on doing a Bob Hawks jersey. I got the logo up in the editor and everything, and
I bought it for the girls because they thought they wanted to play. They still haven't opened the damn thing. So I bought like 2 new controllers, the game and everything. I know myself. I don't have the patience to sit there and create a world.
Yeah.
But
I
could see Heather doing it. Maybe.
grind for apples and stuff.
No, it sounds mind numbing.
It is, yeah. That's what's great. It's like it's not a heavy lift. You can just pick it up. I'm going to do my stuff for the day, and whenever you want to stop, you stop. No big deal.
You have to interact with people. I see you guys sending fucking friend codes around and stuff like, "Oh, come visit my island." Fuck you. I'm going to drop a bomb on it.
Well, you
Here,
can't
take your oranges and shove them up your ass, okay?
You
That's
say
where
that,
I'm
but
at.
if your island has pears and you don't have oranges, you're going to be very eager to go get those oranges.
Not if I never start the game.
Yeah,
As long as I stay out of that world, I'm fine.
no, the game has you and giving 0 fucks written all over it, so.
It's not for me. There's a space for it. It's just not mine.
Exactly, yeah.
I did see.
And it takes time, which means it's not Sean's.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He doesn't have the ability to start building his world to invite people over.
No.
He'd have a giant sign that says, "Get the fuck away. Leave me alone."
I hate people. Look,
I
I
hate
hate
people.
people Island.
He would have guns at his airport to take out the incoming.
That's called anti-aircraft.
And he'd have a sign that says, "Montana."
All right. I did see before coming down here that my daughter was sitting on the couch with the VR on her face, playing.
As was mine.
Riding roller coasters with your daughter, Chris.
And all I hear is, "Sarah, where's the volume? How do you work this? Sarah.
That
Wait,
sounds
it's
like,
over?
That sounds like
This
my
sucks.
wife. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What, the wait, it's over? This sucks."
No, Sarah. Yep.
We're about another month of quarantine away from basically turning into Wall-E, where everyone just floats around in a chair eating.
Oh, that'd
Where's
be amazing.
where's my
Be my
shakes and
dream.
robot servants then?
Bottle of Tito's here. Ben and Jerry's here. I'm fine.
There you go.
Oh, it'd be ideal.
I need Ben and Jerry's. Though I will say
You can't find it. It's sold out everywhere.
Well, while at home, I've been having a relatively easy time, like staying on my, calorie target or whatever. I've lost like 17 pounds, which is
It's awesome.
probably, hopefully I can keep doing that, though I worry that if and when this all gets lessened, I'm going to be like, going from fast food to fast food to fast food to convenience store.
Wait.
Yeah.
I
know one thing I'll definitely do.
And I want
Yeah.
burgers.
Oh, I know.
Burritos.
Yeah, there's one thing I definitely want to go. Place I want to go right as soon as this is all done. But
Kowloon?
I'll wait till. It's yeah.
Yes.
Did you see they're doing takeout Mai Tais?
No.
They're
I
doing
did,
it without
yeah.
the alcohol, but you can get mason jars of the mix.
Wow.
I think Scorpion
Mai
Bowl,
Tais
too.
and scorpion bowls, yeah.
I think we should maybe do a end of all this shit, at Kowloon episode or something.
Oh, shit.
Or at least
Picture
an out.
Andy with a cauldron just stirring the shit, making
Starting my
batches.
mix. The end of the world party.
Wearing a Macho Man
It's the
t-shirt.
end of the world as we know it. Yeah.
So 2022?
Something like that, yeah.
22,
I'll
23,
leave
yeah.
my calendar open.
Yeah, something like that.
Thank you for fitting us in.
Oh, yeah. I have nothing but time now, so Mikasa Sukasa.
Mikasa, Sukasa.
You know, it
Yeah.
sucks, like I have like some time, and I'm like, okay, I'm home, so I can take like an hour lunch break, maybe. I haven't been able to yet, but I can take a lunch break and like do some house stuff and all that. But the problem is, I have to go to Home Depot to get paint and paneling and all this shit, and it's like you can't go to the store. It's like I can't get anything fucking done. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
No, house projects are basically done. We're unpacking boxes and hanging pictures, but that's the extent of it.
Yeah,
I'm
More
doing
organizing.
nothing.
I need to. I need
Collecting.
to.
So it really hasn't changed much from before pandemic.
Yep, not a whole lot.
You just have your comics back in the room now.
Yeah, this is true, but I haven't really been able to spend much time with them. My back has been so screwed up that
I've done nothing.
sitting at my desk and like twisting and turning and filing and lifting boxes is just not something I need to do right now. But
I
it
ran
will
out of
happen.
bags and boards, and Amazon sold out of my bag, so I'm
Well,
kinda
I just
screwed.
I
The
just
stuff
got an
you
order
can
in.
get is the stuff you can get is like weeks out. I'm getting like mid-April, late April delivery.
Oh
dates.
man, there's this there's a seller / store called Ready Set Collect that I buy from through eBay. Now I'm buying the eGerber Mylars, like Mylites 2, things like that, halfbacks and fullbacks. They're expensive, but they're the ones I use for books that are, nice and old. I was showing Chris the other day. Let me see if I can grab one.
Shit, I
Oh,
fell in the
he's got-
ocean.
He's got
I'm
some
in the
goodies.
ocean.
He's
If he
gonna
comes
come
up
back
with a fish in his mouth, it's going to be amazing.
or coconut bra.
Yeah. Coconut bra.
You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
No.
pictures.
Hey, there's
you go.
Wilson in the background.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, pretty,
Yeah.
pretty.
Now, when we have video, sorry for you only
So
listening to it on audio.
jealous.
This is Detective Comics issue 359, the first Batgirl.
That's a
Yeah.
book.
I've wanted this for quite some time. It's in rough shape, but it's mine.
You got
Yeah.
one.
What do you got for a
Automatic.
grade on it?
It's probably like a 3, maybe. It's got some
It's intact
serious.
though, right?
Oh, it's intact, but it's got some serious I don't know if you can see the spine
yeah.
wear there and stuff.
Yeah, bottom. Yeah,
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
but you have it.
Yeah, I have it. It's more of a completionist thing than anything
Right.
else.
Put that on the wall right next
Yeah.
to the first Poison
Yeah, I
Ivy.
picked up some other nice books with it.
Oh shit! I didn't see that one.
Yep, this one is
Yeah, you showed me that one.
1954.
Insane.
Yep. So
Very nice.
The Batman collection's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do long term. Once I get rid of everything but the Batman and Detective, part of me's tempted to just go through and get it all graded, and part of me's like, no, why bother? It's just
It's more for you. You want to be able to sit there and flip through the box and see that you have them.
let's see continuous numbers, no gaps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it.
all I've been collecting lately is I don't have an easy way to show you, but in the shelf above my desk here, I have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, currently 11 hats. I started doing DJ's hiding himself. Probably
No, my
double
willpower
nose
thing just
pick.
popped up.
Yeah. What I've been doing is during work meetings, which are now mostly web conferences like this, I've been wearing a different hat for every meeting, just for something.
Just to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. So I got a few other people doing it, and some people have some really strange hats.
Have you worn a sombrero yet?
I haven't. I don't have a sombrero.
I could also send you a Patriots Lucha Libre mask if you wanted to wear that one time.
I got
You got
one.
one of those in the room.
Totally would. But right now, all the ones that I have worn are up, like dead soldiers on the wall, and I have a good stack of. I probably have another 10 to go before I run out. I hadn't thought of the movies. If I can find my movies hat, I will wear that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying to pop on a video conference call, just like with the banana suit with the maracas, like the peanut butter jelly time shit.
Totally should.
Amazon won't fucking
Why
deliver
not?
it because it's not a box of Tide.
I have the bunny suit. Oh yes, that will happen this coming week.
Oh, I could do costumes. I have plenty of costumes. Whatever you want, I got.
It's
So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do next episode we do. Maybe I'll do it in costume.
Okay. Maybe I'll wear the bunny suit. Chris will not.
No.
He's
No.
doing the
I am already in costume.
yeah, the Kevin Jersey
That's,
thon.
that's as far as it's getting.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
almost do one of those on, but
So we'll see how many of these days we can get through before I have to start repeating jerseys. Hopefully this is
ton of
over
days.
well before.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah, I got a long way to go.
Yeah, if you get through all those jerseys, we're fucked, and the show's over.
We get through all these
jerseys.
jerseys, yeah, we're hitting at 4th of July or some shit. He's actually beyond that. Yeah.
Yeah, brutal.
So, Sean,
Yes.
you talking about your collection and what you've been pulling together kind of segues nicely into a news item DJ and I were talking about a little bit before the show.
Yes.
All right.
So, DJ, why don't you take it over?
So, Diamond Distributors, who does all the basically they send all the comic books to the stores,
Yep.
have told stores no new shipments next month. You can order, I think, back issues and bestsellers like graphic novels. So if you needed 3 Watchmen from your store, you can get them, or stuff like that. Blackest
Still get
Night.
some toys and some of that little
Some of the
t-shirts, some of that stuff that they do.
Yeah, shit they have hanging on a shelf basically, but they're not pulling in any more content.
So, is that Diamond themselves handing out an edict to the publishers, Image,
Yes.
DC, Marvel, telling, hey, your stuff is not going to market? Is that?
Well, yes, but you have to walk it back. So just because I'm kind of tangentially tied to this industry, printing of comic books is not essential. So anybody that would be running the printing presses for the comics,
not doing it.
they're not there. So there's no product to be sent upstream to the stores.
Yeah.
You can't force a printer to print.
Do you think so? There's an entire, massive long chain of affected industries, people, businesses.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think if this goes, another 3, 4, 6 months, what does that do to the local comic shop? What does that do? Does it come back ever?
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a handful for the back issues, much like what you were just showing us.
Yeah.
Your classic, there's always going to be a spot for gold and silver and your collectible stuff. The chuffa that we're getting week to week, people that are collecting today's stuff heavily, you're already forcing them and teaching them to consume it a different way. I mean, you and I, when's the last time you read a physical comic, Sean? You and I have been doing this for years.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably been a year or two.
And the ones I buy go in bag and board and I read it digitally.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the questions for you then. And I haven't looked at the production of the companies, but do you think that DC, Marvel, and Image will continue to produce digital issues that will never see print, or will go into print after this?
That is the question, really. I mean,
I think
what's it do to my continuity of my collection, right?
Yeah, there hasn't seemed to be any slowdown of art being created. I mean, you follow any of the artists online. I mean, they're still working on new stuff. Now,
they're working 6 issues, 10 issues ahead.
Right. You have your corporate overlords. AT&T has already come out and said, and you've seen a lot of these articles coming out, that they don't care about the comic stuff. They love owning the IP. They want to have the character. They see the value in owning Batman.
Yeah.
They don't see the value in creating new stories because I got 1,000 in the can.
Right.
I can spin off of those anytime.
Yeah.
Same thing for essentially Disney. I mean, there were rumblings of Marvel shutting down the comic division ever since Disney's owned them.
Well, but so
this
that
may be that thing that tips it over the edge.
Right. The end result is a cold turkey, no warning that the entire, the bulk underpinning of shops like our, favorite stores is just, the tap's dry out of nowhere.
We should get those guys on, because one of the things that, and you guys have been in there recently. Yeah. If you notice and just watch the trend over the last couple of years, they're down to one wall. You used to be able to wiggle through racks and racks of new comics. They're down to one wall, and there's a handful of issues, and it's really only what we have in our pull list. Yeah. And maybe 1 copy for the wall, 2 copies for the wall.
Yeah.
They're not ordering. So when you're looking at your new comics, and we talked about this on a previous episode way back when your top seller is 100,000 issues.
Yeah.
And you used to be in the millions.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that industry was almost dead to begin with.
Yeah.
Something like this, it's going to be hard for them to come back from. It really is.
I wonder if Johnny, Jake, and Manoli would be up for an interview. That
It'd be good.
I'm sure we could. Yeah. I can reach out to Johnny if you want to see if we can get him on a Zoom.
Yeah.
See
if we could. That'd be good.
Just do a state of the industry kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, the industry is one thing. I mean, it's going to be what it is. I'm interested in Johnny's perspective as a business owner who's been watching this, day in, day out for the years that he's been doing it, but has also gone through this transition from, nobody coming in the store, but them bending over backwards to help people get curbside pickup of their books, to get invoiced. But they just invoiced probably you guys, me, and said, hey, we don't know when new books are coming in, so let's pay up for your pull. We'll send you your books, and then
they're doing
both of my online
Wednesdays.
Clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm emptied out too.
You're going to get another auction on Monday night.
Yeah.
They are still doing that. At
least they have that to kind of keep things going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do some. Although even that, what you've seen even before this started, that has started to slow down. They've had to change the way they've been doing it. They're not doing them as frequently.
Yeah.
And they started that. So if you trace it all the way back, it's probably 2 years ago they started the auction, somewhere in there. They started that as a revenue stream to try to buttress what was going on in the store.
Yeah.
He had his formula and he knew he needed to pull in about $1,500 an auction.
Yep. Well,
and that would cover the overhead.
I'm wondering what whether they have had a shift in overhead, how it's affected, the other workers, Ryan and Johnny and such, and whether he's seen any corresponding shifts in the eBay, throughput, because they do an awful lot of eBay listings and business.
That's a good point. I know myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I shop on eBay more than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't bought shit since all this started. Haven't even thought to look.
Right.
I haven't had time.
Don't want more stuff. I just don't want more stuff getting shipped to me at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact is, those of us that are lucky enough to still be working, which we are, and able to continue to work remotely, which we are, our time and willingness and even thinking about it right now is low. And those who aren't as lucky, they're probably not going to be, spending money.
This is one of the first things that'll get killed off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, that's the most discretionary spending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
you've seen. Oh, go ahead, DJ.
No, I was saying because the reason this whole thing came up is because if you watch the last FANMEN that Kevin did with Mark.
Oh yeah.
They talked about how he's not. He kind of made it sound. I mean, he was like Chris said, he was kind of in the moment, but he kind of gave the inclination that this might even the stash might not be able to survive this, and the stash has his name behind it and all his products and stuff like that. Granted, he's probably
hedged a little bit, but yeah, the comic part of it certainly could get killed.
Yeah,
because they don't do a ton of back issues or.
Right. No, they don't have like a big wall or anything like that.
But like
you said, walk in and find like a detective like Sean has.
Yeah. He kind of hedged towards the end of it. He owns it, and he said the one thing we have going for it is we have a hook.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we can always fall back on selling View Askew stuff, and which is the majority of the store.
Yeah.
To begin with,
and if the Smodcastle opens, right? Ernie was just showing pictures. Kevin was tweeting pictures of. They put up some fantastic signs, promoting the opening. That you don't want to. You want to keep the stash open if you're going to have the Smodcastle.
Oh, of course.
For that, bi-directional business.
He's been doing it for 20 years at this point. He's seen every one of those dips. I mean, he was there after the Jim Lee X-Men run when the entire industry went away and things like that. So he's seen it.
Partially my fault.
It's, you guys turned, comics into baseball cards. We're just going to overproduce the shit out of them and make them worthless. But the good thing is now you have a backlog of toilet paper if you need it.
Oh.
You can always wipe your ass with Jim Lee art because there's 8 million copies of it out there at $1 a pop.
That's horrible.
X Paper.
Just saying.
X Force, X Factor, X Men, X Man, Generation X.
I do have some of those. Yeah.
The worst of all the Marvel mutants was X Men.
It's kind of a combination of Clayface and the Blob.
There you go. And obviously, like, we're talking about, what's happening like the comic book stores in the area. I mean, obviously there's bigger fish out there, but it's just that we try to keep it relative to, our stuff. So
yeah,
like I already lost Toys R Us. I can't lose comic books or stores. I'll lose it.
Let's think about this for a second though. The hardest hit industries are the ones we talk about day in and day out. That's all of your discretionary spending.
Yeah.
That those are the places that could get hit. DJ, you and I have been texting all week about AceCon.
Yeah.
If you're Chris Helmsworth, right?
Yep.
In the light of this, is it worth you getting on a plane from Australia to make $200,000 to hang out with the sweaties for a weekend? No. I'm sorry. Those celebrity cons are, I mean, you had that spike and we were already talking about the con industry slowly starting to erode.
This
could be the death knell.
At least half of them are going to die from this.
Yeah. So imagine now that Hemsworth can sit at home for a day for 3 or 4 2-hour periods and go through a series of one-on-one web conversations like this in a virtual convention.
Yeah, exactly. High dollar cameo.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but personal, right? So that you're waiting in the waiting room, you're next in line, boom, he's got you. He's got a timer there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You don't get a signature. You don't get a photo.
You've already conditioned the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've conditioned us to spend $600 for a picture and a quick scribble.
Well,
it's not a conversation or anything.
Maybe the end result of this is you get a nice little 720p, video recording delivered to your mailbox or your Google Drive of you interacting with Chris Hemsworth, right? I mean, there's all these industries that we talk about. It's absolute discretionary, like you said. But this is also the type of thing that forges shifts in consumption, shifts in entertainment. And certainly old is always there, but there will be interesting opportunities.
This is a good topic because, I mean, certainly DJ and I do this more than you, Sean, where if there wasn't that tangible product, something I can hang on the wall after, it's a file on the computer.
Yep.
I got lots of files on the computer that I never go back to. Oh my God, Kev recorded a video for Harley.
Yeah.
That Harley watched once and now it sits on, I forgot about that. I never think of it again.
That's
not that I don't like it, but it's in a folder somewhere on the computer. And
that's why I put so much time into how I handle my digital archives, right? How I make them, I have them exposed via Plex server. I have them exposed via Dropbox. Because those things for me, we often will go into like the home videos and hit shuffle. And as a family, just sit there and watch crap. Or I can type in X and it will pop up,
Not us.
Hey, we could try a new thing here. Keep talking.
I'm awful. You go into my photos and there's 25,000 pictures that I haven't sorted yet.
Yeah. I think the most recent photo on the digital photo frame is Athena when she was like 11. She's almost 19 now, for Christ's sake.
Thank God, like things like my Kevin pictures, Apple's smart enough to add him as like a family member. Like, oh shit, he shows up in a lot of your pictures. Do you want a separate folder of his? Yes, thank you. That'd be amazing. But no, I'm terrible when it comes to that stuff.
So I'm gonna try something here.
This is Sean taking a bath at H2.
No. I just want to see. I just want to see.
It was cold.
Turn down the lights.
All right, hold on. No turning down lights. I'm gonna see if. All right, let's see if this works. This is when that's an Amazon delivery driver. And we'll see if the audio comes through here.
It's gonna be riveting on the audio stream.
Do you hear that
stalking
crash?
the Amazon delivery truck. Yeah.
Sorry, SoundCloud. It's just Sean's doorbell stalking the Amazon guy in the wind.
It's not. This isn't my house. It's my neighbor's house. All right. Yeah.
So your neighbor's watching your house and you're getting copies of the video. What the fuck goes on in that neighborhood down there?
That's the level we're at. It's officially kicked in. So.
Oh shit! I did look at the expression on that picture, Sean. I like how the Irish tan has already kicked in, and I kind of have a dumb look on my face. It's perfect.
How do you know when you have a dumb look on your face, Chris?
I look like you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll be here all week.
There you go.
All right.
Try the veal, please.
That's
waiters.
That's enough BS. What's our top 3 this time?
Okay, so top 3. I said it's hard to kind of find stuff to go with because it's a weird time, obviously. And obviously, and like I said, and nothing we talk about is like we're not taking light of the situation. Just you got to kind of try to get away from as much as possible because it's so shady. But let's do top 3 things we missed the most about being locked in our houses. Because for anyone who listens out of state too, in Massachusetts, we have been under the stay-at-home order for about a week now. I got kicked out of my work about a week before that. Sean, you've been home for a week and a half or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chris is always at home. So, but now you're at home and you really can't go out and do your normal stuff. So, which is why we're talking about housing projects are by the wayside because you can't get the parts and all that kind of shit. So, top 3 things you miss the most.
All right.
Locked in your house.
So, I've got a couple honorable mentions. Nothing significant, but sunlight. I don't really see. I've got a teeny little window in
that can be fixed.
over my shoulder.
Walk outside the door.
It's just
there's
me.
points of egress all over your house.
Yes. The other honorable mention is strangely time with my family. This makes no sense, but my wife was pointing it out this morning. In the last 2 weeks since I've been home full time and my kids have had no school, I have seen them less in general because their slugs is a big piece of it. So I still get up, sometimes it's 5:45, 6 a.m., maybe as late as 7:30. I come downstairs.
That's disgusting.
I get to work. My kids are in bed till 10. They don't see me all day long. Whereas normally, I see everybody all morning. I take my daughter to school. I get plenty of family time in the morning and sunlight. And now I'm working until I'm working 10 hours or so. Then I'll see them briefly for dinner. Then maybe we'll hang out. Maybe they'll be doing their own thing. Then everybody goes to bed and it starts over.
It's the hardest thing about working from home. You have to cut it off on normal work hours. Yeah. If you allow yourself to sit at the desk, you're going to do that the entire time.
I generally do. I'm often done by before 4:30 or 5, but then the kids are doing their own thing. They don't want anything to do with me. Or, I got to take a shower. Then you have to, it's dumb stuff. So those are my honorable mentions. Sunlight and time with my family.
I'm sorry. I'm still processing the sunlight thing. That is the easiest thing in the world to fix.
I didn't say these things
go get the mail.
Sense. I didn't say they were things others could relate to.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You guys are a little backwards. It's interesting. The time with my family thing is actually increased.
Yeah, that's
like Carly and I playing games and Legos, and she has a little basketball hoop in her room, and she wants to play horse every time I walk down the hall. Hey, Daddy, you got time for a game of pig?
Good dad. I'm a bad dad.
I try. I don't know if I'm a good dad.
It's the first time I've said that to you, I think.
That I'm a good dad?
Yeah.
Forceful attentiveness?
I've definitely said you're a poor parent multiple times in the past. So
I have a story that'll be saved for another time at dinner the other night that I never should have let that girl see the movie. It's just
oh, that's right.
Because she has, when it comes to that shit.
You can't say that, yeah.
She has no, it wasn't that. She's gone on to other things.
Oh, no.
We're like back at the counter in the movies.
Ooh, bad.
Let's just say we had cheeseburgers the other night.
No.
Yes, the word vagina was used at the table. It was amazing.
Oh. You got your captive.
It was funny and horrifying all at the same time. So I only have one honorable mention, and that's coffee. Oh. Just being able to, we go out shopping, we do whatever, going out and getting a coffee at a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts.
Got it.
Like just hitting a drive up, being able to grab a coffee while you're out and about.
Yeah.
just silly little things that you do all the time that you don't think about. That I haven't gone to either of those 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it in New York either. Place is a goddamn petri dish.
I cut back on that a while ago. An occasional iced coffee or something, but I pretty much get, big mugs of coffee here. So
yeah,
that
I make a
hasn't
bunch
changed,
at
but
home.
I can relate.
It's usually just that popping through a drive-through or something to grab one when you're out and about. So that's my honorable mention.
All right. Dude.
I miss my office at work.
That was amazing. Your head just went just complete. Yeah, and then the brim of the cap was over the mic. It was spectacular.
I miss going to work. So for 2 reasons. Number one, obviously, like I'm doing 12 14 hours a day from the the laptop, which sucks. But it's just I can't work like that. I need my setup at work. I need my chair, my 2 monitors, and all the shit I have there.
Yeah.
But also not that I mind time with the family. That's fine. But that was the escape, the time away.
Yeah.
From everything, and it was a different like social dynamic that you. Like I can remember like once in a while, but I've been home for 2 weeks and I'm going fucking nuts. So
well, and you not only have your wife at home, you have your daughter at home because of the school.
Yep, and the fucking dogs drive me nuts. Solo just bugs me all day with shit. So
it's hard to send people home and just say, okay, now you all of a sudden have to start working from home. If you don't have a dedicated space set up for it, it's difficult.
Oh, I'm so lucky. I got my office set up.
Yeah, I mean, I got
before this happened. Yeah,
I got my main office cleaned up a lot, so I'm actually gonna move. I think I'm gonna move my stuff up here for next week and work in the office with the chair and everything better. But
yeah, you need a door. You need to be able to close it and give yourself some quiet.
Yeah, but the
and
the
be
other
able to
thing
walk
is
away.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason I'm as productive, it's kind of like a false positive, like, oh, I'm so productive at home because I am so busy, I can't walk away for a second. It's just not an option. Now I have to keep the lights on, so that's also miss my office.
Yep. Good times.
Johnny.
All right.
Number 3.
So, number 3. The number 3 thing that I find I'm missing during this time away from work and normalcy is the Italian sandwich at my office that I have about 3 or 4 times a week. I get an Italian sandwich on a bulky with hots, and they make it nice. It's nice, big, and soft. It's got, like
my belly.
It's just fantastic. And they actually call it the Sean sandwich. Like when I walk in, they're like, "Oh, Sean sandwich?" I'm like, "Yes, Sean sandwich." And so that's my number 3, a very specific Italian sandwich.
Very cool. My number 3 is more of like a broad category, and it's just being able to go out shopping. Just being like DJ was talking about home projects or something like that. Something pops in your head. You need something from Home Depot or Best Buy or whatever the case may be. And you've lost all ability to just pop out and grab something that you need on a whim.
Yeah.
Or just you want to kill an afternoon just wandering around, puttering through stores or something.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a damn thing. Just be able to get out of the house and wander, and it's just not there right now. So yeah, it's miscellaneous shopping.
You think we will, we'll really appreciate that once we get through this? Yeah. Maybe for like,
I don't know, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a few days. I think people will bounce back pretty quickly.
To being assholes. Yeah.
It's, Kev was talking about on that same podcast, DJ, what's going to be that one little thing that changed, or it might have been Mark that brought it up. What's going to be the one little societal type thing that changes? Like after 9/11, you're still taking your damn shoes off, unless you pay not to take your shoes off at the airport, something like that. There'll be little tweaks that you don't even realize are taking place that just never go back to normal.
Yeah. One thing, so I have this, my number 3 was, I said that's entertainment, the comic book store, but it's shopping in general. But what you just said kind of weird. So one thing that I saw some talk on the internet for, not to get political or nothing, but people are saying that like if you look at some of these cities like, Wuhan and Italy and all this shit, it might not be a bad idea for us in the future as a society to be like, hey, these states on this week, stay in your house. Oh, willpower again. These, you're over here, stay in your house for like a week or whatever, trying to go outside, because if you look at like satellite pictures, the smog is cleared up over like China, and like you can see through the water in Italy now, and like it looks like the ozone layer is starting to heal.
Oh, Venice looks gorgeous.
It's freaking insane.
The
so
fish are back in the canals, and
yeah, I mean, do it without a plague, but maybe it's not the worst idea for us to maybe back, as a society, back off the use of cars and shit like that. I don't know, but it is shopping, especially with Amazon not being able to, hit their marker, which is weird because it's like they can't be shipping that much stuff out because they don't have anything. They're out of all the fucking soaps and cleaners and all this shit. Amazon Pantry's out of everything, so I don't know what the problem is, but just be able to go to the store, like Chris said, and walk around and kill some time, or hey, I need this one washer to fix this thing real quick. I don't want to go Home Depot because
stupid.
Yeah, like I want to get spacers so I can work on something in my house today. And I need a laundry pod. So like I texted you guys earlier. I went out just for like a drive, and I was like, if I see a dead park, I'll pop in and get laundry pods or dishwasher pods.
Yeah,
Walmart looked like fucking Black Friday. I'm like, you people are stupid. This is insane. Yep. So I miss being able to just walk around the store and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Number 2, Sean.
All right, my number 2 is a very specific one here. I don't know if we've talked about it, but our favorite family restaurant since before we were a family is Acapulco's. It's a local Mexican place, and yeah, I think we've been going there for close to 20 years. I've had the same meal almost every time I've been there. Love it. Enchiladas suizas, number of different good margaritas there. And that's the thing that really, I don't really care about many other things. We don't go out a whole lot, but that's something that, at least once or twice a month, it's kind of a reset, right? We go there, we have stuff, we bitch at each other about the same exact things, and it's it's normalcy. And they were doing takeout, but I think they've fully closed now. The manager or owner, I'm not sure, lives close by, and we saw him, or my wife saw him as she drove by at some point, and just asked him how it was going, and
yeah.
I don't know how that's got to be tough, right? Your entire restaurant staff, you're
having to furlough the entire staff.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. So
the margins on those businesses aren't very great to begin with.
Yeah. And even most businesses are not doing contingency planning and have the ability to stockpile cash and plan for what will happen in this kind of event. And so, I worry about them, but that's what I miss. I miss Acapulco.
Yeah.
If I drop off, it's because my phone just hit 10%.
That's okay. It's tough because my number 2, just to kind of dovetail off that, is dining out and takeout.
Yep.
Just
my number 2 is also.
Yeah, I want to be able to go and, you know what, I want Italian tonight. I want chicken parm tonight, or I want whatever the case may be.
Yep.
I want to go to Kimball's and get an ice cream because Kimball's just opened. Things like that.
Yep.
I mean, certain things like that are just gone. And you kind of touched upon it. Those companies, they're not able to stockpile cash, or they don't do a lot of planning around that.
Right.
Or they're mom and pop shop, sole proprietor. So when there's extra at the end, it's mine.
Yeah.
And then the coffers go back to zero, or whatever you need to run for the next month.
Yep.
And they don't think about it. Those people are always paycheck to paycheck, week to week.
Yeah.
And you need that volume of people coming in. But a lot of them, Acapulco's is a good example. A bunch of the restaurants by us that were trying the takeout thing, they're not set up for it. And 2, they just weren't getting the volume. Yeah. Because you can't get the word out enough to get people to come in.
Yeah.
Nope.
So.
Yeah.
So to piggyback up both your number 2s, mine was also that, but my specific aspect was Chinese food.
Yeah.
The places I go to are closed.
Yep.
So there's no Chinese food right now. And the frozen shit, like the P.F. Chang's frozen stuff just isn't cutting it. So
no. We did get delivery.
Chinese food.
No,
we got Chinese delivery sometime within the past week.
Well,
because Jen wanted it. No, I'm just I don't know how long we can.
Yeah, I can't get it. So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
so
number 1s.
Number 1, and I know you're running out of time here, battery. My number 1 was an easy decision. Podcasts. Without my commute, I am not. Normally I'm in the car 2.5, sometimes 3 hours a day, and that's brutal, my podcast time. Yeah, and it's brutal.
I get so far behind.
Yeah, and that's what's been happening is. Tell them Steve Dave, FANMEN.
Well, ones just disappear. I can't get to all of them. You got to
and I just don't have the time. So So that's probably the biggest shift in my daily life and my weekly and monthly life is just the loss of that consumption of outside information and enjoyment.
No, definitely. I mean, I've kind of turned to. I'm still not listening to a bunch. I've gotten used to that, where it was always on the commute.
Yeah.
It was definitely in the car that I was picking up. And you could listen to, when I was going into Waltham, or much like your commute, listen to one on the way out, one on the way back. You could keep up with multiples.
Yeah.
And now there's nothing. Heather and I have actually taken to, thankfully, even though she doesn't care much about the rest of the bullshit, she loves listening to Kevin talk.
Yeah.
So it's like 10:30 at night, Kevin's going to live stream. So get a cocktail, we'll pop in front of the TV and watch for however long she stays awake. Might not finish it, but one of those things. But yeah, it becomes really hard. There's more podcasts that I stopped listening to once I started working out of the house full time, which is counterintuitive, but
that's how it
kind of took away the time. My number one is very specific to me. I mean, it's basically just the traveling and all the shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I am very big on, I'm bored. Next weekend, I want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Or something's happening wherever. Oh, I could get a flight there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it's not that hard to do a night in Los Angeles.
Yep.
I'll sleep when I get back.
Yeah.
Now it takes away the spontaneity.
Yep.
I am like the polar opposite of Sean. It's like we talked about this in Slack and we're going to podcast at 3:15. And then a Google meeting comes up for 3:15 and it's going to be 2 hours. And we're going to try to keep it to 45 minutes. And no, this is like, I don't know when I get to my desk, maybe.
I've been drinking since 10. Leave me alone.
But exactly. I mean, day drinking is entirely acceptable in a pandemic. You're fine.
It is.
But that's the kind of stuff, the random shit that I'd get bored and just go find something else to do. And instead, it's this series of even stuff that we had on the calendar. Everything is just getting canceled or moved or refunded. So not only do you not have like those fence posts, like the next thing to look forward to, there's nothing. You can't even backfill it with anything. So I think that's the biggest change for me. The working from home and all of that's kind of, I mean, that's been old hat for a few years now, but the not being able to do what I want to do, and it's really pissing me off.
Yep.
And there's nothing to go do even if I could do it. So it's just a different world.
That's a good one. So my number one, Chris already touched upon it in his, before we started, I want to go to Starbucks so bad. It's killing me. It is. So, I mean, if you go on the app, it's like, Starbucks is here to help you. Door side to a drive-through. Well, unfortunately, Massachusetts, Starbucks was deemed non-essential, so they shut down. Yeah, I don't know how Dunkin's can do it. I don't know people, so people can go out and get their their disgusting dishwater in a coffee cup.
Oh, I can tell you exactly how they do that. They're based here, Canton, Massachusetts.
Yep. Yeah, Massachusetts business.
But I mean, luckily I found I found a decent substitute. I found a new one there's a brand of cold brew you can buy at the grocery store called Stoked. Quite good. So if the fine folks at Stoked want to sponsor something and send me some bottles. No, it's really
Death
good.
Wish Coffee, please.
Well, did they make
multiple subscriptions?
Did they make a bottle of cold brew I can put in my fridge?
They do cold brew, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if they do bottles or cans, but yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, no, it's just
Great Capullo endorsed.
Yep.
Death Wish is amazing.
Capullo. Yeah, so no, it's it just and it's part of like Chris at the spontaneous, like wake up on Saturday morning, he's like, let's go sit in Starbucks and drink a coffee while we make our shopping list and stuff.
Or go drive to Rocco's and get donuts or any of that little stuff that you.
I had Rocco's donuts.
That's because unlike you, your wife left the house and saw the fucking sun.
True. Very true. Thank you.
Sean's an emo kid.
He's sitting in his cave listening to Morrissey.
That's right.
He's got the Cure on vinyl.
No.
Okay, so
show me. No, sorry.
Sean, what was your number 3 again? I forgot to write it down.
My number 3 was an Italian sandwich.
Oh, that's right, the Sean sandwich.
Workplace, yeah.
Okay, so Sean had the Sean sandwich, Acapulco's, and listening to podcasts on his drive. Chris had going out shopping, takeout food, and the spontaneous traveling that he does. And I had going to That's Entertainment or comic stores, shopping, etc. Chinese takeout and Starbucks.
Yep.
Been brutal, so.
It's depressing.
Yeah. So everyone, thanks for checking us out. Once again, if you can like and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we can start doing the custom link and stuff like that.
Nice.
Also, if you want to just do audio and you like to see our ugly faces, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, wherever, same thing. Just, if you can drop us a like and a subscribe, maybe leave us some comments, that'd be great.
We got to figure out a live stream so like Gris can drink with us,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's that can be done.
We should totally have a drinking pod.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what? Why don't we have all the questions from the AMA. Why don't we work on the next one? Let's do the AMA and we'll live do it so people can watch this and everyone can have a cocktail at home.
All right.
And every time we don't like Sean's answer, he has to do a shot?
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I think there will be technical challenges that we'll have to overcome, but I am up for them.
Okay, sounds
all right.
good. Yeah, awesome. Thank you much, everyone.
Take
care, guys. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.